Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a question that's on the minds of many people considering moving to Australia. Given the rising cost of living and housing crisis, is Australia still worth it? If you're thinking about making the leap or just curious about what life down under looks like financially, this video is for you. Let's break it down. First things first, Australia has long been seen as a land of opportunity, with its strong economy, high quality of life, and stunning natural beauty. But over recent years, stories about skyrocketing rents, expensive groceries, and tough competition in the job market have made some people hesitate. The big question is, does the income you can earn in Australia justify these costs? Let's start by talking about salaries, because honestly, they're one of the main reasons people move here. On average, full-time workers in Australia earn around $85,000 to $90,000 per year before tax. That sounds pretty good, right? And if you're working in industries like mining, IT, healthcare, or engineering, you could be earning significantly more than that. For example, senior roles in tech or specialized medical professions often come with six-figure salaries. Even entry-level jobs in certain fields pay well above minimum wage, which currently sits at $24.10 per hour as of July 2024. But here's where things get tricky: the cost of living. Depending on where you live in Australia, expenses can vary wildly. Cities like Sydney and Melbourne are notorious for being among the most expensive places to live globally. Rent alone can take up a massive chunk of your paycheck. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center might set you back anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500 per month. Move outside the city center, and you're looking at closer to $1,800 to $2,200, but then you'll likely face longer commutes. And rent isn't the only thing eating into your budget. Groceries, utilities, transportation, and even dining out can add up quickly. For instance, a weekly grocery shop for a single person might cost around $100 to $150, while a family of four could easily spend double or triple that. Electricity bills can also be shockingly high, especially during summer when air conditioning becomes essential. Oh, and don't forget about petrol prices, which fluctuate but tend to hover around $2 per liter in most areas. Now, let's not forget taxes. While Australia offers universal healthcare through Medicare, a huge perk, you do pay higher income taxes compared to some other countries. For example, someone earning $90,000 annually would take home roughly $67,000 after tax. And while superannuation contributions help secure your retirement, they reduce your immediate disposable income. So far, it might sound like the scales are tipping against Australia, but hold on, we need to look at the bigger picture. One of the biggest advantages of living in Australia is the overall quality of life. Public services like education and healthcare are top-notch, and the country consistently ranks highly in global happiness and safety indexes. Plus, there's an undeniable appeal to having access to pristine beaches, national parks, and vibrant cities all within reach. Another factor to consider is work-life balance. Australians value their downtime, and employers generally respect boundaries between professional and personal life. Paid vacation leave, public holidays, and flexible working arrangements are common, giving residents plenty of opportunities to enjoy everything the country has to offer. And let's talk about career growth. Many migrants find that Australia provides excellent opportunities for professional development, whether through further education, certifications, or climbing the corporate ladder. With a booming demand for skilled workers in sectors like healthcare, construction, and technology, qualified professionals often see significant increases in their earning potential over time. Of course, every situation is unique. For some people, particularly those coming from countries with lower wages or limited social services, Australia represents a major upgrade in terms of financial stability and lifestyle. Others may find the adjustment challenging, especially if they're used to cheaper housing or different cultural norms. At the end of the day, deciding whether Australia is worth it comes down to your priorities and circumstances. Are you willing to trade higher living costs for better infrastructure, healthcare, and career prospects? Can you adapt to a competitive housing market and potentially slower initial savings? These are questions only you can answer. If you're seriously considering a move, I'd recommend doing thorough research tailored to your specific goals. Look into average salaries in your field, compare rental prices in different suburbs, and think about how much you'd need to save up front for things like bond payments and initial setup costs. There are also heaps of online communities and forums where current expats share their experiences. Those first-hand insights can be incredibly valuable. All right, that's it for today's video. I hope this deep dive into the cost of living versus income has given you a clearer perspective on whether Australia aligns with your expectations. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and drop a comment below sharing your thoughts. Are you planning to move to Australia, or have you already made the leap? Let's chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care.